So we have just come out of seeing Superman, but I'm telling you that we're going in to see Superman because I forgot to do an intro. So yep, here follows a little walk into the cinema, and we'll be back with what we thought after.
I can't leave my bed, but I can't sleep. I got no clean clothes and I can't eat. And I smoke too much till I can't breathe. I'm emotional, I'll always be. And I hate myself, but that's alright. And I love myself, but that's alright. And I tell myself that it's alright. That I dream about the day I die. To my surprise, there's no one to blame.
And you can't stay on your feet.
Okay, so we're out of Superman. Just before I start, we've had a really shitty day, so we all look a bit drawn. Also, before we start telling you what we thought, I didn't know that there's a ton of controversy around Superman at the minute. I learnt a word yesterday, which was shill. I had to Google it because I'd never heard of it.
What is it? I didn't know what that meant either.
One of another YouTuber was called shill in the comments, and I'm like, what does that mean? It means if you like something that people feel is contrary to their opinion, it means that you must be being paid for your opinion. Basically, it means you're talking crap. It means
I was being paid for it.
it means like your opinion is irrelevant kind of thing. It's like, what? So people aren't even allowed to have their opinion. They've also said, to cover themselves, if you go to see this movie, so there's two sides. If you go to see this movie and you come out and you don't like it, you've went to see it just so that you can hate on it. So you're not allowed to not like it, but you're also not allowed to like it. So there seems to be like this big fight at the minute, which I had no knowledge of till I saw that word shill, and it opened a whole can of worms. So before we give our opinions, I know what Isaac says, he knows what mine says. I don't know what Darren's is, and he doesn't know what mine is. When I saw the trailer, now, history lesson, Henry Cavill. Christopher Reeve was what I grew up with. Christopher Reeve is my Superman, always will be, because I grew up with it. I think Darren's the same. I never liked the Henry Cavill Superman movies, not because I thought he was bad in it, but because I just didn't like the movies. I didn't think they were that good.
Mr. Reeve, that's why.
I don't know if that's the reason. I've no idea. I didn't watch him and think, oh, you're crap. I just didn't enjoy the movies in a similar way that I didn't enjoy Suicide Squad. It's just not for me. So when I saw the trailers for this one, I thought, oh, Jesus, no, this looks terrible. This looks bad. And then people are like, well, why did you go and see it? Is that just so you can hate on it? No, I went to see it for two reasons. Isaac really, really wanted to see it. And I've heard a lot of very positive reports. It had a really high Rotten Tomatoes score, so I'm always very prepared to be wrong. Like when I really anticipate something and I'm desperate to see it, and I go see it and it's rubbish, I'll say, well, that was crap. Or in the same way, if I see a trailer and think that looks bloody ridiculous, I'm very much wanting to be proved wrong. In that case, I wasn't. I thought that was pretty diabolical, personally. Superman's entire personality has changed. Where's the geeky, fumbly, lovable, nice guy? The whole Lois Lane relationship with him just didn't feel right to me. It just felt like we come in at a different stage of their life and relationship to what we've always seen. Does it need to replicate what we've always seen? No. But does the fundamentals of Superman's personality kind of need to be intact? Yes. Was he likable? No. Did he inspire any sort of, oh, that's nice? No. Did I particularly care about one character that something happened to? Yes. I will admit that I thought Nicholas Hoult wasn't too bad as Lex Luthor, which I thought was not the best casting in the world. He's got a real look about Tom Cruise about his eyes when he's talking. I just kept seeing his eyes and eyebrows and thought, Jesus, he's got a real, like, expression of Tom Cruise in places. I thought he was much better than I expected him to be, but again, the personality of Lex Luthor's completely different. He's kind of like a spoiled brat now that's not getting his own way. If you removed everything from anything I'd ever known about Superman or Lex Luthor, I'd have probably been quite content with his character, even though I don't feel it fundamentally represents the Lex Luthor I'm aware of. I'm not a fan of comic books, so I could become, or graphic novels, in case that offends you. So maybe his portrayal was more accurate, I'm not sure, but I was happy enough with him. I thought he was okay. But I don't even know the actor's name, I apologise. As Superman, absolutely bloody not. In no respect. Now, looking at the trailer and looking at him, I thought, to me, you don't fit. And that's maybe really unfair in a physical capacity, but watching the movie, it was nothing to do with the physicality of it. It was nothing to do with how he looked. I just felt he had no charisma. There was no persona about him that I recognised as Superman. It was just...
His persona didn't change when he was Superman or Clark Kent. He was the same person with a different hairdo.
I just think back to Clark Kent, or like Christopher Reeve as the really bumbly Clark Kent, and how he felt about Lois Lane, and this guy was like wisecracking and really confident. He was really confident in himself, and I'm like, but that wasn't the personality of Clark Kent. That's not how he was, and that's what made it all the more lovable that he was Superman, but he still was nervous and shy and awkward around this girl. And all of a sudden, we've got this bravado from Clark Kent, and I'm like, what the hell? It's just removed, like, I suppose, a precious childhood memory of what Superman was to me. And maybe that's unfair. You know, maybe you have to move with the times. Also, this is probably going to be a really unpopular viewpoint. I'm going to say it anyway. Why are we politicising Superman? Why are we, yes, current affairs, blah, 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 and I'm the first person to get really angry at injustices that are going on in the world right now. It's a fucking comic book film. Why are we trying to make money off shit that's going on in the world now? I don't know if this has been talked about, and you know, I've no idea. I don't know if people are saying you shouldn't be doing. They didn't go into the conflict that was happening between these nations enough to make it impactful. Right. But they were very clearly drawing parallels with stuff that's going on in the world right now that I'm not even going to get into.
I just find it annoying that they put that effort into making it obvious in the film, but they haven't got the balls to say it in person. Oh yes. No, we're not taking sides. Let's do this in the film.
It's not even that. It's the fact that they did what they did, and it's very clear what they were trying to say. And I agree with what they're trying to say, but it wasn't developed enough. It was an idea. We seem to spend more time concentrating on, what were they called? The Incredible what?
The Justice Gang.
Well, whoever the hell they are. It's like, So it's more important to spend time around this guy with a terrible haircut and this guy that flies about and does nano, whatever the fuck it is.
Oh,
that's more important than concentrating on real life. I wanted to see real life human stories. What was missing for me, and this is only occurring to me as I'm talking to you, what was missing for me was, if you think back, if you've seen the original Superman movies, Superman saved people in situations, and you got to see the person and what was happening, and they were put across as being human. And that's why the only person's demise that in any way affected me in that movie is because we got to see a tiny, tiny, tiny little bit of that person and the type of person they were, and we got a few lines of dialogue and we got interaction. And when something happened, it's like, oh shit, I really didn't want to see that happen. But everything that happened to anyone else was just like NPCs. It was just like collateral damage. Oh, like, yeah, they're dead. All right, they're dead. And you just didn't care because there was no humanity. And people are saying, oh, it's about humanity. It's not. It's not about humanity. They've used humanity and put it in it as like a little caveat. Here we go. This is about this situation. But it's not about this situation. That they kind of almost forget that's what they're doing, and then they come in at the end and remember that thing. Let's get back to that thing. you know, the thing about his parents, which I won't discuss, didn't know Bradley Cooper was in it either. That bit of a bombshell, it happened, and then it's like anything that happened, it was an idea of something. Let's shelf that and concentrate on this instead. Let's talk about this guy. Let's concentrate on this guy. Oh, there's a war going on here and they're doing that, but let's forget about that for a second and do this. And nothing was explored. There's too many things happening and nothing's being developed, and you don't care because it's not giving you enough of any one thing. The little scenes where we saw the people, were they being invaded?
Yeah.
Those little bits, I feel, were quite impactful, like with the little kid and stuff. I wanted more of that. If you're going to do that, if you're going to be brave enough to like hold the world up in the cinema and say this is what's going on, explore it. You know, nobody's saying you have to like be really blatant about it, but if you want to bring politics and real world situations into it, then have the bravery to actually develop it and do it properly.
What do you
Don't
mean?
give a whisper.
Rather than a couple of dozen soldiers breaking down one little fence and invading an area the size of a football pitch with a handful of people on it is apparently taking a country. It was like,
It
That was on the border.
but it was nonsense. It was absolute nonsense.
So, without asking you, you pretty much agreed with what I said.
yeah.
You see what I mean? There, but again, me and Darren have come out. We haven't talked about it.
It's just-
Isaac told me in there that he liked it when we were waiting for Darren to come out of the loo, and
Not a
I said,
Superman
I
film.
like no. But I was pretty sure that Darren would agree with me. I don't know why, but we tend to agree on these things. But I was actually quite hopeful after. We've had a really naff day. I can't even tell you how shit a day it was. So if I appear a bit harsh, we've had a shit day. And I wanted to get out to see this, to like, you know, do something, lift our minds, sort of like give us something to be not thinking about real world stuff. And everybody was, oh, it's really good, it's really good. And I was so wanting to be proved wrong. I was wanting to be completely wrong so I could come out and say, you know what I said? Bollocks. Completely wrong. That was fantastic. He's really good. But I didn't like Man of Steel. I'd watched Man of Steel 10 times before I'd watch that again. And I didn't even like it. Was that the one with the moustache?
Yeah, I think it was.
I spent that whole time being preoccupied by the fact they were CGI-ing out Henry Cavill's moustache. And it was just an okay movie. It was like, it's that thing, we're getting too many superhero movies. And a lot of them just aren't very good.
Fantastic Four looks amazing.
You see, Isaac thinks Fantastic Four looks amazing. I will watch it because Pedro Pascal's in it and
Joseph Quinn.
And there was someone else I saw and I thought, oh, I didn't know they were in it. The cast's good.
I want to see Galactus, that's my main thing.
So I'm interested to see the cast, but do I think it's going to be any good? Absolutely not. I haven't been... One I forgot, Jamie Powell actually reminded me of it, that I always forget to mention. I really liked Guardians 3. Look, sky.
What the hell?
Sorry, there's a bonfire just been lit over
What the
there.
hell?
Yeah, that's the one.
What the hell, aren't I?
So, yeah. Guardians 3 I really liked. I love the Spider-Verse movies. I loved Endgame and Infinity War. That is like Iron Man. Absolutely love Iron Man. I like the Ant-Man movies. Don't like Ant-Man and the Wasp. And the latest Ant-Man movie,
It's crap.
really like the first one.
It was alright.
But say, I liked Shang-Chi. Most people didn't.
That
I
was a
don't
good film.
think you like that.
Shang-Chi was a good film.
I quite like Shang-Chi. But the last few, Thunderbolts, nah. That, awful. Scoring that out of 5.
Squad was crap.
I could just, there was so little I liked about it.
Score it.
At most, and if I'm being very kind, a 2. That's me being kind. There was nothing to like about it for me. The casting was shit.
Crypto.
The CGI was quite poor in places. The dog, I've never watched a movie where a dog irritated me in my life. That dog irritated me.
It was the same kind of animation of a dog as in Scooby-Doo 2, which was
That-
what, 20
yeah,
years
he's
ago?
That
right.
is such a good film.
He's right.
Just lolloping about going, oh,
I
oh,
love that film.
oh.
Scooby-Doo 2 live act, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
but Isaac, you'd expect something more when you jump forward 2 decades than just the
Tell
same.
you what, I'll watch Flash 100 times over before I'll watch that, and I'll admit the CGI and that's naff. But we got to see Christopher Reeve, and we got to see Nicolas Cage's Superman. I was positively dancing in the seat. when that happened.
Nicolas Cage, Superman.
And
shit,
people
but
go,
that wasn't
fan service. Yeah, fan service. I loved every minute of
You
that.
liked it when I give Flash a knee to the solar plexus.
What?
Hey, got it on, you can put in a photograph
What?
of me giving Flash a knee to his solar plexus.
All right, yeah. The photographs
Oh, I had him.
of Darren kneeing
Yeah.
a figure on holiday in Madame Tussauds or something.
Have it.
Right, what do you think, Isaac?
I liked it. I think
What did you
your
like?
opinion is stupid, and you're wrong.
Okay.
Because I feel. What are you saying, man?
No.
I feel he was good as Superman, but not as good as last guy. But there were scenes when he was flying that looked horrendous.
Because you can't blame him for that. That's CGI.
Yeah.
I'm willing to forgive bad CGI. I always am.
I didn't like the fact with Superman he usually flies with his arm out like that. He
No,
did that like once.
Not all the time. He didn't always do that.
Yeah, but he does it like once.
Yeah, that's not. If that was your biggest issue with that film, Jesus.
And the dog, I liked the dog. I liked the Justice game.
Can I pet that dog? Sorry, I had to say it. Isaac doesn't like
so
that. I
helpful.
really like that.
But it's what you call it. I really liked Mr. Terrific. He was a good character. Then Lex Luthor was okay.
He was the only thing that I felt was better than I expected.
I wanted to see more of the Superman robots on his base
Yeah.
because they are pretty cool.
Mm.
Trying to think what I can say without spoiling anything. There were certain characters that seemed like they would have a bigger role, and they really didn't.
Frank Grillo was in it. I didn't know that either. His role is minuscule.
Do you know what I'm talking about with the character that should have had a bigger role but didn't? Because
But you'd have to tell me what character or what they were doing.
I'm trying to think, can I say it? I can't say it, never mind. I'll say it when you turn off your video. But it was a character that was quite important in a journey of Superman that he was trying to do that wouldn't have been possible without that character.
A journey.
Yeah, he was trying to get somewhere. Well, kind of. Get out of somewhere.
Right, we'll find out later because I don't know what
How
it's
can I
talking.
get out of somewhere?
Right, do you want to just say it and I'll cut it out if it's a spoiler?
The Kryptonite hand guy.
Oh, right, yeah, he was pretty cool. Right, there was a character in it. Isaac's just told me what it was. We're not going to say who it is. There is a character that makes a little appearance in it, I will admit, was interesting. I would have been interested to know more about a character. It's a character in a prison type situation that Superman is talking to. I'll not say any more than that.
Very much like the guy from Alien Nation.
don't
And there
know
was
what that
also a character connected to him that we got no story about.
Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make. I think there wasn't enough. They didn't go into they took too many things and did a little bit about each thing rather than giving us more about less of those. Cut out 4 storylines and give us more detail on 2 or 3. It would have made a different film.
I really, really, really liked the villains. Like the, what's his name? The one that wore all black. I really liked him. And then the engineer woman was okay.
Didn't really carry their way about her.
But Crypto, I really like Crypto and I really like the robots.
Who's Crypto?
The dog.
Oh, right, yeah. No.
Jesus.
I didn't know what the dog's name was, so even though I've seen the animated cartoon about super pets, which I preferred to that, to be honest with you. Anything you
Terrific was
want
the
to
best
add that I haven't said already?
What would you rate it, Dad? Just get that out of the way.
2, 1.5.
What about you?
Like 3.5.
Good God, no. Absolutely not.
3.7.
We like different things. I like more character development. I keep saying this and people are probably sick of me saying this. I want to care about characters. I want to be impacted if something happens to characters. If I don't care, it's a kiss of death for me for a film. And I literally did not. I remember watching Christopher Reeve and Kryptonite, and he was being affected by kryptonite, and it was like, no, it was the worst thing in the world that Superman was suffering, and you hated it. I could have yawned watching that.
He was having a sleep.
It's like, oh, Christ. It's like,
I think it was like a strong amitriptyline. That's all it wanted him to do.
I just didn't like it. That's nothing to do with any of this hoo-ha that's going on. I didn't go into it wanting to not like it. I have no political viewpoints on it. I just feel that there wasn't enough development anywhere, and I don't feel that he's a good Superman. Because what is in my mind as Superman and his character and Clark Kent, he didn't... Henry Cavill, even though he's not my Superman, and even though I didn't like those movies, as Superman I got it because he had that same kind of humility, but at the same, you know, he wasn't like, hey, look at me, I am Superman. He was humble, but he was like a Superman, and he was imposing, and, you know, he was impressive. That guy isn't, and it's nothing to do with physicality, it's nothing to do with how he looks, you know, he's a well-built lad. But he's not Superman. No, absolutely not.
It filled most of the boxes I have with films. My boxes in films are cool looking characters, explosions, lasers,
He's not
aliens,
doing himself any favours here.
and like just cool fight scenes.
Right, do you know what my boxes
It
are?
had all that except for the like fleshing out of cool characters.
My boxes are storyline, acting,
Nerd.
and do I care? Empathy,
What about explosions?
storyline. I don't care if there's Isaac, I could watch a Superman film with not one effect in it, and if it's done right, I will enjoy it.
That's wrong.
But I'm old. That what I want in a movie is different than what you want, and if you're happy, and if other people are watching it and they're happy, great.
If I ever watch a Superman
100
film without laser eyes, I don't like it.
So Christopher Reeve had laser eyes. If I'm not one of these people, if other people think, oh, that was brilliant, the haters are gonna hate, blah blah blah, it's like, just people like different things. I'm glad that people are enjoying it and it's working for people. God knows there's things I love that other people think are shite. That's, you know, it's what's good about movies. There's something for everyone. And I so much want it to be wrong about that, but absolutely not. No. It could have done with going tonight watching something I really enjoyed. You know what I mean? Something that's like, oh, that was really good. But all I could
Scooby-Doo
think
2.
for half of it was, I really need a wee. I really
Rewatch
need a wee.
Scooby-Doo 2, trust me.
Isaac, I've probably seen Scooby-Doo 2.
Watch it again.
Scooby-Doo is better than that.
Scooby-Doo 2 is better than that. Scooby-Doo 2 is amazing.
Right, so I've waffled for way too long, way too long. Isaac enjoyed it 3.5. Me and Darren are both on a 2, and we think we're being generous at that. And I think our viewpoints are exactly the same.
Stupid idiot.
But for
No,
someone that...
not exactly.
Not exactly, so you liked some bits I didn't.
No, there's bits I didn't like.
Alright, oh, you didn't like Luthor?
I thought it looked like something that... There was parts... Isaac, can you stop? There was parts in that film where I expected him breaking into song. It kept
What
on,
did I say to you?
it kept
No, that
on
wasn't
zooming in
what
on
the-
his
the video.
face. I'm thinking he's going to sing in a minute.
I said to Isaac, I thought she was about to sing.
And it was
Because
like, what's
I was
going on?
absolutely convinced that girl that flies was going to sing, and I said to Isaac, I thought she was going to sing. That's so weird, because I said that to Isaac.
Oh, there's one thing that I wanted to say with Lex Luthor. It's not in all comics.
Oh, my light's gone out. See that?
It's not in all comics, but in some comics he had like a green like power suit nearly.
Gonna put the car engine on.
Like he would wear a big. It was nearly like a mech, but it was all like green and I had the purple like tubes. And I'm not 100% sure if I'm right, but it may have been powered by kryptonite. So that would have been a good way to fight Superman, and it would have been really cool.
Yeah, but that might come in a later film. They
Well, it
can't
should have
give you
came in now.
everything. But Isaac wants something that's going to look cool.
I do. Like Aquaman.
I want something that's actually going to make
Was
me
it
feel
Aquaman 2?
something.
That had,
Oh,
like, all the effects.
Aquaman
That
was
was so good.
Aquaman was so bad, so bad. I mean, if I can go watch something with Jason Momoa in it and have absolutely no interest whatsoever, there's something wrong
The
in this
Minecraft
world.
movie.
That was good. Now you see,
No, it
that's
wasn't good.
that's where we disagree. That's where most people think Minecraft movies shite, and I understand that 100%.
What was your opinions on the
But
chicken juggy scene?
it really appealed to me because I thought it was really funny.
What are your opinions on the chicken juggy scene? That bit.
It was all no, I preferred the I am Steve. That's my part. That's the part I liked the best. just how ridiculously stupid it was. It appealed to my sense of humour.
He names practically everything. Like at one point he puts down a piece of slime and he shouts slime cube. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I liked that movie.
It's
I can't
awesome.
deny it, and I will admit it was. I understand people saying that's not good,
No, I
Lisa.
don't. That's peak cinema.
Fine. But it appealed to my stupid sense of humour. But Superman, no, I can't think of a redeeming feature, I'm afraid. Bring back Christopher Reeve.
Who would win in a fight, Steve from the Minecraft movie or that Superman?
Well, obviously Superman,
Right.
but we want to think Steve would win.
But Steve, right, he has like nearly infinite resource.
What's that annoying office lad from Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
Where? Who? What? When?
The one who, the blonde one, kept on wanting to date, and she sent him before. Well, what's the spot? Lois Lane's office buddy.
Aye, where did I recognise him from?
He's a kid in a film. I think it's something like. He's maybe in the
The
one.
one that worked with Lois
Yeah.
Lane in The Office.
I think it's Diary of a Wimpy Kid. He's in.
I've seen him in something.
He's
I don't know.
somebody's mate. He's not a big part. He's somebody's mate.
I thought he was okay in this.
And he looks just the same, apart from he's got adult wig on.
I thought he was
Talking
alright.
of wigs, I thought Superman looked just like Mo from IT Crowd when he was walking into the
You're so
building.
stupid.
You didn't see the resemblance?
I didn't.
Jesus Christ.
Iowade, what was it, Richard Iowade?
Yeah.
You thought he looked like Richard?
When he first saw him as Clark Kent, with his what happens in
Curl.
Friends when
Okay, I can't see it. In fairness.
So there you go. There's a really, really, and I apologise if you really enjoyed
minutes.
it. I don't want to be. It's 25.
Same thing.
I don't want to be a hater. I'm not. That's just what we thought, and we're allowed to think it, and it doesn't make it any the worse if you loved it.
Superman film.
You know.
Not one part of it was a Superman film.
I take offence with people saying you're not. Oh, you want to see that, knowing it was going to be shit just so you could hate on it. Absolutely not. I have said enough movies recently I really enjoyed that everyone hated. Like Until Dawn's an example. I really liked it. Everyone else hated
That was a
it.
good film.
There's loads I can like everybody's saying that 28 years later is so this, that and the other, and complexity and relationships and moving.
No, it's not.
We thought it was awful.
What do people think of Bloodlines?
Of what?
Bloodlines.
Oh, Final Destination.
Yeah.
It's pretty mixed.
It was amazing.
We like that as well. But there's just lots of things I don't agree with the masses on. Some I love that other people hate, some I hate that other people love, and I think that everybody's entitled to their feelings on a film because it's a very personal thing.
The Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
And that's shocking.
That was amazing.
Actually, talking about
The
that,
second one comes out in December.
we're making this we're making this continue longer. I need you, don't say anything right now, I need you to do me a top 10 of your movies
Oh, jeez.
because I want to do a YouTube video. I've done one for your dad.
Jingies, man.
It's
That's
one of
not
the only
good.
videos that get fucking views.
I don't know.
You need to write me your top 10 movies so I can like react to them on camera. So that'll be good.
I'll read you them out right now.
No, I don't want to know right now because I have to be reading it for the first time when I'm filming it, so don't say nothing. I know
When?
that Five Nights at Freddy's is on it, that reminded me of it.
When?
Just do it tomorrow or something and then I can record a video at some stage. I keep forgetting to ask you. But there, you've got our opinions. Not impressed. Isaac was impressed, so at least 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3 is not
That
bad.
big alien thing was cool.
And then my Knob Dribble Dammer t-shirt as well. Made a right mess.
We bought knobbly bobbly lollies and Doran had a knobbly bobbly and
Well, I had the fourth one,
he split it all around himself.
and I didn't realise how melted it was.
There were
until
4
I
in a
bit it.
packet
Yeah.
and Doran had the extra one.
And then I felt something drop on my t-shirt. I thought, what was that? And then when I looked, it just went. And now my Spinal Tap white t-shirt has got
It's Spinal Tap.
knob
no one
juice
care.
all down front of it.
It's only Spinal Tap. It's not like it's a good shirt.
Right, so we'll stop this because it's getting, nobody's going to fucking watch
30
half an hour of us
minutes.
bitching about Superman. Right, thank you for watching.
Like put a clickbait thumbnail. Like we
Obviously-
met Superman.
No, obviously, let me know what you thought in the comments.
Tells a Superman story.
No, absolutely not.
What is it?
No.
Oh, come
No.
on.
What is it?
Right, we're not doing that story. He can tell it to Isaac off
It doesn't
camera.
break any PC. 'cause
No,
he-
no.
What is?
Thank you for watching. Put in the comments what you thought.
And if you want to hear the
I don't
Superman
need-
story, ask
No,
her to tell it.
don't. If don't be in there in the comments trying to change my viewpoint or tell me why I'm wrong.
Do it.
It's my opinion. It's not going to change. I've seen it. I didn't like it. Nothing irks me as much as being told you didn't get it.
You didn't understand.
You don't understand,
it.
or no, you're wrong.
You didn't appreciate the complexity of his hair product.
Well, there
It's
was
like-
explosions and aliens. So
Just like,
Oh,
oh,
that
It's
was a
like
smart blackout
people that don't
technology.
like stuff need to accept that some people like it, and vice versa. People that love something have to accept that some people don't love the same thing. I don't understand why people have such an issue
an
with
easy
that.
way of doing it is people need to start to appreciate that I'm right.
I knew you were going to say that. Right, we're going to go now because we're
With a
talking
chin.
shite. Well, the bonfire is calmed down a lot, isn't it? Right,
It's fallen over,
we're
so-
going home. Yeah, thank you for watching. If indeed you have this long, because it's too long, and I shall see you in the next one. Over and out from Lisa Loves.